See if he complains in a second, because that could be funny too. Is welcoming people to. Oh, it's not the right camera again.
Yeah, I was gonna say it changed to the
Yeah, it did.
other one, but I didn't know if you knew that or not.
I do now. Was welcoming people to the show before the show, because we're ready, but we're still getting in our places. Of course, everybody other than me walked away from the camera. So,
Hey man, I walked away because other people walked away.
Well, I need my mod, so.
And I'm taking another bite of hummus because you walked away.
hummus?
Hummus.
Man, I'm gonna steal some pizza.
Oh.
I don't want the hummus, I just want some bread. No.
I help if it's turned on.
Notice,
More garlicky though.
look at the thing on the very top of that list. What does it say?
Um, 30 to 60 seconds before the shoot, opener.
Yeah. The show, before the show, while everyone still gets in place, because you got to walk across, get the camera all set up, everyone has to get their places, and life is golden. Not to mention, there's a delay. So, if we start immediately, once we hit start broadcast and it says we're live, people may, even if they're sitting there waiting, will miss 30 odd seconds. So you have the show before the show.
Hi guys.
¿Cómo estás? Oh, the little pussy on the floor. We have floor pussy. You may or may not see them.
She's very mean and bites and
She's
has
either
claws.
very nice or very mean.
Yeah. One of the two. No medium ground.
With me today, she just kind of walked by, rubbed up against me, then clawed me, then walked away. I mean, I guess it's a middle ground.
Kinda.
She's kind of a wildcat.
Oh well, great. She's on a screw.
So using's good?
Hmm?
Using's good.
Yes.
Menus down! Because we're about to serve up some disservice. I'm, of course, the man with the mouth, Rambo, and sitting beside me we have...
Pete?
I'm Jake. Well, Jacoba. Sorry.
They're still trying to decide on their titles. Look, bear with me, guys.
I'm not used to telling people that. Usually people just are told that, or they read it, or they find it out, and then they just
So
start
you want an
calling me that.
entourage to explain to other people who you are.
Well, not that. It's just usually people have always just told other people that, and then people know me as Jacob, and then someone tells them that I go by Jacoba,
So you don't
and
know.
so then they find out and they start calling me it.
the Fifth.
So yeah, it kind of just happens that way.
Daddy had to put Jabba had to.
But it's just weird to say it. Like I don't really introduce myself as Jacoba ever.
We do it every day, 1,000 times a day, going, "Hi, I'm Rambo." No, yes, that is my real. Here's my fucking ID. Fine, there you go. You see, it's Rambo. We know it's Rambo. There you go. Now we can get past this. Which, by the way, takes more time than they think it does at the table. You need to spend less time at your tables. I have to explain my name every time. What do you want me to do?
You have to go through your spiel, but
I will never, ever follow that fucking script.
you have to go through your script, but you can't spend too much time at your table.
No, see, I will
It's
touch everything
impossible.
on that script. I will never follow the script because my name throws everything out of whack to begin with. So I try and dilute that by going, "I'm Rambo, welcome to this, that, and the next. First timer, so I'll give you the choice on whether or not you want the 9-hour spiel about beer or the short version." And then most people focus so much on them having to look at me for 9 hours and just forget about it.
I hate how the higher ups just constantly thinking that they know your position better than you do, and being told or them telling you you have to follow this, you have to do this. Man, there are certain things that crop up in the field that you just can't account for with your goddamn scripts and your goddamn regulations and rules. You just gotta wing it sometimes.
Same way I say that everyone in politics should have to live 1 year on minimum wage with all of their accounts frozen.
Yes.
Why? Because, okay, Kitty, the floor pussy is causing some problems. No, don't get up. That would ruin everything.
Don't you dare chew on that cake.
Plato actually had a really good theory
she's
for
out.
society, and that was part of his idea for the perfect society, was that the people that were going to be a part of the ruling class that ruled everyone, they had to live a time in their life where they had nothing and lived amongst the peasants and the fools with nothing.
Well, that's
They
also
had to build themselves
part of why
up
I
or
think
survive.
that the UK has it right. Everybody has to serve a year or two in the military.
Yeah.
If nothing else, even if you never see combat, it teaches you a modicum of discipline.
Yeah, that's definitely very true. I did 4 years ROTC. Well, I did, 4 years ROTC, but
even that
It's
teaches
just-
you a modicum of discipline.
yeah. I was going to join the Marines, but ended up not doing it. At
Yeah.
first, it was going to be the Air Force. Then I got caught with weed.
I
twice.
ended up getting
and then it
medical.
turned into Marines.
I ended up
They were
getting
like, "Yeah,
medical
we'll
after
still
a year
take
and
you."
88 days. But in that year and 88 days and all of my preparation, I learned discipline. Up and down and up and down. Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. I gotta know.
So, welcome once again to the Disservice. I don't know whether we're going to be Disservice Show, Disservice Podcast, or just the Disservice. We haven't really decided that much, but seeing as how you're watching it on A Little Punch Drunk, you may remember me. This one will probably be a little more tamer version. I don't think they want me screaming with children and floor pussies roaming around.
Yeah, the floor pussy would be fucking absolutely horrified, probably traumatized for a brief period. I would feel bad for her.
But
She's
that
already
remains
just
to
lost
be
a
seen.
tooth. She was chewing on the tooth that she was losing earlier.
That's
Well,
what they'll do in nature.
I found that there was a tooth in her mouth just hanging there. And I was like, oh my God, like, did she get in a fight? Did she bite it off or something? We would research if they lose their
Yeah.
baby teeth. So, and then I saw her later on. I just heard this crunching and like mushy noise. I looked under the futon. She's just down there chewing on her own fucking tooth.
That's what they would do in nature.
Like, you fucking crazy ass motherfucker.
Well, she also wants to go after every single bit of food, just
Her
like she
fucking
would
tail caught.
in nature. I mean, at least in the parking lot of our
I'm
restaurant.
telling you, there's got to be bobcat in her. And just looking at what she's looking like now growing up, there's got to be bobcat
I said
in
that. Thomas said that. So many people have said that. We need to get the test. We need to test her.
Or just wait and
Where is
see.
she? Where
If
is
she
she?
grows up to be
Where
a
is she?
bobcat,
I'm gonna
yeah,
show the
that
people.
bobcat.
I'm gonna show the people later.
I think they saw her
Oh, did they?
when she picked her up and took
I did.
her out of the
Oh,
room.
did you?
I did a little stop.
Oh.
She
I
was
didn't know you
very
did a little
angry,
stop.
and then she was
Yeah.
cool with it.
So, before we go any further, I told them that I was going to throw them a few, I didn't say curveballs, but, I was going to go at things. Those of you out there who have been watching me long enough know that a lot of my shows, or a lot of shows that I'm involved with, and Shut the Fuck Up Phone, you got to get to know the people. So I want them to tell you who they are. Go.
Oh,
I do want to bring up one point.
Yes,
Yes.
the beard is. I'm sorry. Yes, the beard is ridiculous. I'm going full Viking, straight up, all ZZ
I think it
Top. I'm
looks
going to
really
put.
good right now.
I'm going to braid it,
It's
and I'm going to
looking
put an animal skull here, just as I always talked
good.
about.
Yeah, he has talked about it for a while.
It's, well, this is a guy who's known me for years. He's Air Force buddy. Apparently watching, and I didn't even text him and say, "Come and watch the fucking show." He found it, so we're already off to a great start. So,
nice.
who are you?
I do want to say one thing before we go into that. We were on our way in from Sam's today, and we've got a bunch of stuff, and I put it all in a box, and I had a roasted chicken on top. I'm going to carry it in, and I went to set it all down, and the chicken started slipping, and I was like, oh shit. And I put the box down, and it fell, and I instantly caught it, and it landed breast right on top, like on bottom, fucking grabbed it, grease all over the place, like an inch from the fucking ground. I felt so fucking good that I saved that goddamn chicken.
I would have been more impressed if he said it landed into my crotch and now I have dick chicken. But
Well,
it is very.
Put that bitch on the platter. Fucking Fiona comes up and starts licking the juices up, man. So then it was all the shit got cleaned up too. All the little bits that fell on the ground. It was actually,
That's their
it was
fat
nice.
ground.
Oh
pussy.
man,
Yeah.
yeah. She's in or out there.
There's ground pussy and then there's ground pussy.
We let
Mhm.
Fiona outside because we don't need to fear the hawks getting her.
Yeah.
She's
My ass is hard to miss.
Ow, my toe.
I
I'm
love
getting
my
up.
friends. So since he left, you got to explain who you are.
Yeah, I wanted her to go first.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Ow, my toe.
Well, kitten found a way in.
I can't.
They're cats. They jump around.
Oh wait, I already have one of them.
So, who am I?
I don't.
Yes, my name is Kate. I.
I'm an alcoholic.
Kitty, say hi.
Sorry, that's usually how it starts.
Ow, stop being an asshole.
Come on, be conversational. You don't have to be afraid of the camera. The camera is your friend.
Yeah, just talk.
It's
Don't-
the assholes on the internet
You're talking to
outside
us.
of the camera
Well,
that are not your friends. I mean, they could be.
well, I've worked in the craft beer industry for the past 3 years.
Well, no. You were tap room.
Yes, I was at Tap Room. I actually started at Tap Room the week that I turned 21.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For those of you who also don't know, they're a lot younger than me.
Yes.
What are we drinking? We'll get to that.
Oh yeah, we will.
That comes later. They're actually going to make me
Searching
test a beer and try and decide if it's worth drinking or not.
It used to be really, really good, but I guess that they changed it. I don't know. I need to taste it to see if it's the same. Maybe
We'll see.
your palate has just expanded because I
We'll
introduced
see.
him
You're-
to craft beer.
We'll all sample it together, and we'll give it between 1 and 5 dicks. You decide whether 5 dicks is good or bad.
But Jacob and I are engaged.
Well, you
We've-
skipped a lot there.
Starting to sound like a weird Tinder profile, like, and we're looking for fun.
Yeah, no.
All right.
No.
So I'm gonna put a few things in. Fucking nerd.
Yes. I was getting there. We got engaged at Star Wars Celebration. And
By the way, the Star Wars Celebration that I hosted the fucking party that they didn't go to.
well, it's not like you invited us.
You didn't show up to the best party of Star Wars Celebration. I'm sorry.
It was on the day that we didn't. It was the day before we went. We only went Saturday and Sunday. That
Party was Saturday
Friday
night. Thank you. I know it was Friday this
Yeah,
year.
it was
That's
Friday night. Because it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the convention, so they had the party on Friday.
Maybe you should do 2 days instead of just one.
Well,
That
see, the thing
party
is,
is
we were
really-
being nice because what we were going to do was 2 days. But the 501st already had a venue for their Saturday party. So
There's a lot
we
of
didn't
people
want to
involved.
step on the 501st's feet because we like those guys. And they came out in fucking droves to that party.
Yeah, the 501st actually assisted in our engagement.
And the Darth Beirut should be the one to officiate the wedding. Thank you very much.
It's crazy how many people want to do that.
Are you going to be able to find a better one than me?
Well, I already kind of promised it to someone.
Did you?
I did.
I'm not
I
saying
told
that.
James.
Well,
I'm not telling them that.
What's dude? It's not like anything has to be conventional or like the way traditional. We can do it however we want. If we want to have multiple people do it, like I say, why not go? Like I don't know.
Because if you have one Jedi standing up there, I'll murder them.
Well, no, he's not. He wouldn't be doing it.
You also know I'm not a huge
No, if he's
fan
not
of the
doing
feds, but I
cosplay,
make an
then
exception for you.
Well, he
I'm
would
the
probably
fucking
join
bride.
in on our cosplay if we did something.
I'm the
but
fucking
he's not
bride.
like. Sorry, I should stop doing that.
Especially
Probably
right
Yes.
below the mic.
Extremely loud.
All right,
Oh my goodness,
anyways.
I can't imagine how loud that is.
So
I'm
going
so
on.
sorry for anyone that just had to listen to that.
Fucking nerds. The good peoples. She's doing her Tinder profile and leaving out the fucking elephant in the room. So, nerds. They're good. Let's move on. Mr. Fett. If that is your fake name.
It is my fake name. I'm not doing it. Jesus Christ, calm down. Yes,
I'll bring the whip next time.
we have some.
We
I
actually
like mine
have,
though.
we have a paddle that's made out of Gorilla Tape.
Oh no, actually, he might actually be watching right now. Buddy of mine at Scallywag Leatherworks sent a custom paddle to me, all leather, 2 solid pieces riveted together with my logos on it, and it leaves the logo marks.
Mhm.
It's epic.
I
love
remember.
it.
I remember you telling me about testing that. It's testing the previous.
So come on. I want to hear something about
No,
you.
you say something about you. I've talked about me.
Okay, so
And I'm looking at my phone because I'm actually getting feedback and input from people that are watching. So I'm not ignoring anybody, but I'm asking questions about sound quality to somebody who knows sound. Sorry.
okay, so I am 29.
Did you really shit right behind me?
That bitch.
That cunt.
Okay, so I'm 29. When I was 15,
Skip the Tinder profile.
well, I'm going back. I'm just telling you, so a reference.
But
now.
who are you now?
Well, I'm gonna give you some fucking feedback. Why
I'm a
don't you
crazy,
listen?
angry fucking biker dude. That's mine. Crazy, angry fucking biker dude. Done. You don't need any... Who are you? Who are you now? I don't need a life
Well, right
story.
now I'm 29 and my name
I
is.
don't need to know 29.
Well, I'm giving you the answer. Okay, you want fucking information?
Not what are you,
Here
not
you
how
go.
old are you, who? Sorry, this was actually a joke. I'm sorry. I'm gathering by your reactions you don't understand the joke.
Well, obviously I don't
It
understand
was
the
an old
joke
Monty
because I don't-
Python bit. I'm sorry. So
Okay.
continue.
Either way, when I was 15, I started working at. You all right there?
It was stuck.
What's up?
I
with your
unstuck
phone?
it.
A large family place that hosts big parties.
What? Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
Are you thinking of what? Why are you finishing? What?
Oh, they're finishing each other's.
No, you're not. You're wrong.
Okay.
Well, I did work at a very large place though. It was a buffet place. So started dishwashing there. Quickly moved up into frying, cooking, stuff like that, all that kind of stuff. Then worked there for a couple of years. Then went on to Buca de Beppo. Well, no, did Bob Evans. So I've worked at like big fucking food places that have to pump out tons of food constantly, tons of dishes in. Worked at Bob Evans, corporate places. The only job that I had outside of food was two jobs I had. One job was at Atlantic Sounds record store, actual like badass like indie record store that's been there for years and
Still open?
Hole in the wall.
still open,
place,
hole in the
yeah.
wall place that's been there since the 60s. Like Mike is the owner, he's still there, still the owner. He's still got records on the ground, man. He sold everything since then. Worked there for a little while as a summer job. I was all the money I was making, I was pumping right back into buying records and movies and shirts and shit. So I was working at Bob Evans at the time as well. But then started working at Buca de Beppo. That's where I learned hosting. Fucking learned hosting, wanted to get into the kitchen, got a job over at Chili's. Worked at Chili's, became a server at the Holiday Inn. So then I got a job at Racetrack on the side. So that was my second job outside of the restaurant industry where I got to talk to people, had like a manager role there. Worked at a cafe for smoothies. So then worked at Panhead's Pizzeria, you know, and also worked at now working at other place. I don't know if we're supposed to mention that or not.
I'd suggest don't mention her. Better wait
Okay.
for pussy.
But yeah.
Wait.
Anyways, so I've got good experience in the restaurant industry. Been doing it for a long time. Done every single position there is except for bartend, which I don't really want to bartend because I don't like the idea of having to make mixed drinks. Just because I don't really care about liquors, drinks. Like I don't drink them. I don't care about them. I don't.
Why do you need liquor when you have craft beer?
Exactly. I would much rather have craft beer than a liquor drink.
Children. Sorry, South Park joke. Well, children, thanks, children. Hello, children.
No,
That's
you have
what
to
it
go
was.
lower.
Hello, children.
That was
there,
better.
there you
That
go.
was
That,
way
that was
better.
that was better. Like,
That was
I mean,
more
if
on
you're
point. And I got
if
the
you're gonna do-
reference.
yeah.
What was the one thing that everybody has in common?
Star Wars.
They're all human.
Jobs.
Oh.
Well,
We all had them. Jobs. Yes.
I was gonna
No.
say there's a lot of motherfuckers with signs.
Service
International.
industry, folks. So that's why we're trying to set in the fact that those of you who do tune in and check us out know that we were all and are all in the trenches with you.
Yeah, I've been doing it. I'm 29. I've been doing it half my life almost now. Like I know how to cook amazingly because of it, and because when I was in the kitchen, man, when I was a cook, you can ask her. I would come home. I wouldn't cook shit. I wouldn't cook,
Oh,
man. I
that
did
did
not
suck.
want to cook. I would rather microwave stuff and things like that. Now that I'm not a cook anymore, I'm working in front of the house. I love cooking again. I like getting to cut everything. And
More
make
than
things, make
cooking?
dishes. It's nice now.
More than cooking, I came home after working at kitchen and somebody's like, "Hey, can you do these dishes?"
Yeah,
And
dishes.
it's like, "Oh,
kill
go
me.
fuck yourself." I worked
Magic-
in so many
yeah.
places where the kitchen
Oh,
staff
yeah.
had to do the dishes themselves. No fucking dishwasher or anything like that. Look, that's not what we're talking about, okay? I can't say that, all right? Help me out here.
What?
Nothing.
Oh,
What do you think?
we'll do it.
I'm willing to attack their floor
Hiccups.
pussy. I will win.
Oh,
So-
we're about to see Jacob pissed off. He gets sick.
Nope, I overcame them. I do not have the hiccups.
The hiccups are one of Jacob's
I
worst
honestly, hiccups are the most fucking stupid things. The most stupid thing in the entire world. Like, they are pointless. They do nothing for us anymore. Like, they're from a primitive time, a primitive instinct that we no longer need. Why
I mean,
do we still hiccup?
I think a hiccup might be okay if if it stops you from choking. There have been a couple times, right, where a bartender would say, "Here, take a swig of this, I'll top you off," and I try and pound half the beer at once, and I get the hiccups because it wanted me not to choke to death.
I don't.
Ooh, special guest!
Thomas.
I like special guests, especially when they're surprise special guests.
It's a surprise special guest that's going to the bathroom.
Oh, you're not
And in frame, yeah!
look at that ass.
That's why I like doing shows. Not just because they leave doors open.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one is
listen to it.
definitely over.
Can you hear him pee? I can. Yeah. A lot of Mountain Dew in that one. A little bit of brisk. A little bit of brisk.
It's
There's
probably
a-
still
there's-
caffeinated.
There's a root beer in there. From earlier.
Is there root beer in there
One
too?
root beer.
Oh, that must smell amazing. He's gonna go out the other door, isn't he? Hold on, wait. I want to see if he washes his hands. Oh!
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go back to GTA now.
With the floor pussy.
But I guess since we're going through work history,
No, that wasn't the point.
Yeah,
I was
that
not
wasn't
trying
it.
to go through work history.
I was just
Just
giving a background.
merely
they
a
can see.
statement that we were all in the service
So if
industry.
I lock this, is that a bad thing?
No, I can climb through the window just like the cat.
Please don't yell because Lily's in our room. Thank you.
I'm just trying to solidify what disservice is about. Is we're the people that are going to have to speak out for all the downtrodden jackasses that are too fucking pussy-whipped and afraid to actually say what's going on.
Well, that's
in
what
the
I'm saying.
service
That's why I
industry.
wanted to give my background because then people know that I've been fucking doing this for a long time. I've seen the ins and outs. I've seen the good times. I've seen the bad times. I've seen all the different shit. Like, and I know there's a lot of shit I haven't seen. Just like any fucking cook should know in the restaurant industry, there's always more shit you can see.
I've seen
Like-
Brazilians smearing poo.
And, like, there's just a lot of shit out there, and it's a way to vent. And if it helps someone else by hearing it and then getting a laugh or getting a chuckle and being like, I've been in that exact situation. Motherfuckers walking in 2 minutes before we close. God damn it! I want to fucking do this. I want to do that, and just it helps them vent. It helps them vent. Whatever.
So let's take up the
Helps
flag.
me vent.
now.
So whatever.
Let's take up the flag. You know, because there are so many people out there in the service industry that cannot. They're afraid for their jobs to say exactly what's going on.
Oh.
I say we say it for them.
well,
My crotch is still vibrating.
I could go on about
That's it. That's what they want.
All right.
about
You
what
wanna play
happened
this
at the
game?
funeral.
You really want to play this game. Because you know I know them. Oh, that's Jacob. 5 mother sauces.
What?
The 5 mother sauces.
5 mother sauces?
Do you know them?
Well, no one's ever told me the 5 mother sauces.
Oh,
No
really?
one's ever straight up said, hey, these are the 5 mother sauces. I can take a guess
Well,
at it.
let's guess. Okay, if you've never been actually trained.
In what aspect are these sauces? Is this for any situation? Is
Is it
this
for making other
marinating?
sauces?
Is this
Is it
for,
for-
like the basic things you should always have in a kitchen?
The 5 basic sauces that make up just about all. Yes, I understand that, jackass. I'm pulling it up for him. The 5 basic sauces that are used in almost all cuisines. Mostly Italian, and you can agree with me on that.
I can guarantee you that 80% of the cooks I've worked with do not know this.
I can guarantee you that chef doesn't know this.
Okay, I just didn't know if you guys are trying to prove a point of, oh, you've worked in the restaurant industry and you don't know this. It's like,
we're trying to
dude,
prove a
I
point
can guarantee you most people that work in the restaurant industry don't know this. Like,
if you are working in a high end, you have to make these from scratch in every pan. If you are working in any normal restaurant, it's nice to know. If you're working in some of the fucking shill corporation restaurants, you've never heard of them. But that's a point that we're trying to make is everyone expects every cook to be a master chef. A lot of cooks
Nice.
are just the people who are told how to put fucking fries in a fryer.
Oh, I thought that all you had to do to be a master chef was put aioli on everything.
I fucking hate aioli so much.
You mean mayonnaise?
it's sweet. It should just give me saltiness.
Again, so what you're talking about is mayonnaise. You hate mayonnaise.
Well, no. I don't
Or do you
think
hate when
it's-
people try and parade out mayonnaise as a sauce? Because that's my issue.
Making fancy mayo, but putting it on everything. It's
But the only thing in my mind that trumps my hatred of aioli is balsamic reduction or a balsamic glaze. Balsamic? It's not the 90s anymore, kids. Let's get over that bullshit. We don't need balsamic
I'm not a
on
big fan of
everything.
balsamic reduction. I don't really care for it.
I'm sorry. I
I
will
don't like
say
sweet things though. So
I love me a caprese burger, like a bison caprese burger. That balsamic
Caprese?
production.
Caprese? Not caprese. Caprese. Say it with me, caprese. Say it with me, caprese.
I'm not humoring you.
Caprese.
No. Kitty.
Caprese?
No.
Not caprese. Crazy? Come on.
No.
Say it with me.
Told you I'm not humoring you.
I'll get her to say it, don't worry. She won't remember this conversation, but she'll say it. On certain things, balsamic is fine because it's designed for it.
Like, when you say that, do you mean just like balsamic base or balsamic reduction?
Most of it.
What do you mean?
A balsamic vinegar is fine when you add it for a little bit of flavor. But when you are just going, hey, look, balsamic on something, you have failed as a chef.
If I get a salad and it's already got the balsamic dressing, like if I get a spinach salad and it's already got balsamic
That's
dressing on it,
different.
that's fine with me if it's got drizzled on there.
I'm
You put balsamic
talking
reduction on there, I'm gonna be pissed off. Like,
for a glaze.
like unless I ordered it, like unless I knew it specifically was coming with it, like it says it on the menu.
I
like,
love a good balsamic vinegar when it's done right. Me personally, I prefer more vinegar to balsamic, but that's me. Lots of garlic. But when your idea of making something higher end is put balsamic reduction or glaze on anything, you have already lost all respect as a chef. If you're adding it to something that doesn't necessarily need it. Your dish doesn't have any flavor, so you throw balsamic onto it.
Yeah.
Or honestly, one of the things that really gets me about a lot of chefs is
Oh,
that
no. I see that, I'll flick you right between your eyes. You understand me? You chew on one of those cords, I will flick you between the eyes.
you are actually put up.
Bye, floor pussy.
Go buy floor pussy.
She's gonna try to climb back in, I'll stop.
Oh, I'm sure she will.
Oh, I'm putting her in the back room.
But again, my whole thing with
We gotta
the
go there.
with
Get
balsamic is,
Thomas's room.
again, on the same premise of the aioli. You don't have a
Jesus Christ, man.
Jiminy Christmas. Are you really pissed that?
Like, are you
Are
that
you that
mad?
pissed
Are
at
you
the
that
cat?
drunk? Like, Jesus Christ, man, it's a door.
Anyway, same thing I feel with the aioli is the same thing I feel with the balsamic is you're tacking on a fancy name to make your shitty recipe sound better.
Well, like, I'm not gonna sit here and knock someone if they make a sauce that is really good and they make it and its base is mayo. Like, it's just, to me, it's just another thing to cook with. I hate it, honestly, personally, I hate it when people are like, oh, that's not right because they use this ingredient. Dude, it's fucking cooking. Use whatever ingredient you possibly can to make whatever thing taste fucking good like you want it
Took
to
my beer.
taste. She's probably gonna fill it up.
Okay, she's getting more beer. Okay.
You have a problem
I'm
with
sorry,
that?
I saw you pick up a glass that had something in it. I was scared.
But like I make all sorts of different things. Like I make it with whatever I have, especially when we first moved in here because when we're first stocking the house, you know, you don't have all the ingredients you want. You make with what you can. But even with that, like as a cook, you just whatever it takes to make the thing taste the way you want it to taste.
So let me ask you a question.
Like,
Yep. See, told you. In she comes, and Mike to the face. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Why, thank you.
yeah.
But so let me ask you guys a question.
For the people on the internet, that was
When-
by the scruff of her neck, just so everyone knows, which is okay to pick them up by if you don't know kittens.
So let me ask you a question though, as a group here. When you make a new menu and your idea of dressing it up is just to take away good ingredients and add an aioli instead. because
Especially-
aioli sounds fancy.
Especially when those good ingredients are featured on other items. And
But I'm not even going that specific. I'm just saying it's a general thing. So, for instance, I don't know about you guys out there, but if I'm having an Elvis burger, I just want peanut butter. Just fucking peanut butter on the bun. That's what I want. Do we need a peanut butter aioli?
No. No,
Just
there
give
does
me
not
the
need to be
fucking
aioli
peanut butter.
on the
Now,
fucking. I hate aioli so much.
the peanut butter sauce is fine. The peanut butter sauce that I'm talking about is not an aioli. But that word aioli was used to talk about a sauce. Because aioli's fancy. That's what I don't like about it, is the fact that people are using...
It like it's just a fancy thing to add on to the
I'm not gonna be nice, fuck them. Someone watching said be nice to the kids, like fuck them.
When were you being mean?
Yeah, apparently I'm nasty, who knows, but...
that's just you.
That's how he is, people. Like, you guys are the ones
It doesn't
tuning into
help
his
if
stuff.
I'm just a mean, nasty person.
We
Anyway.
get around that. We deal with it. We get frustrated sometimes, but we deal with the fact of it because he's a cool dude
least I'm
overall.
honest.
He's honest and he looks out for people. He's a good dude. Like, he's just a good dude. Like,
He's also not being
The-
mean and nasty about it. It's
Okay,
in a
okay.
joking sense.
okay.
I need no defense on the internet, trust me, because I will take hate mail any day. I love it because then I get to respond and I get to have fun with it.
We wouldn't
Anyway,
be sitting here if we didn't know what we were in for.
But
Well,
chefs
Somewhat, to an extent.
going
Sorry.
you'll learn.
Mhm.
but chefs
We know to
going
an
Will learn. But again,
making
I'm not talking.
everything
I'm not talking specifically. I'm talking as a general rule. So you're not trying to out anybody.
general rule, making everything on the menu spicy. Like, you can't have any actual flavor in your food, so you're gonna make everything spicy. You're gonna make and I'm a big wuss, whatever. I detest spicy food.
She
And there's
detests
so
pepper,
many-
period.
There's
And
so many.
pepper, period. Like, anything, even if it has pepper cooked into it in a mild amount, she still
like
doesn't like
seared
it.
ahi tuna with the peppercorn on the outside. That's fine with the peppercorn sauce even.
You won't
that's-
touch something that I
that-
eat if I put pepper on it, even if
But
it's a
because
tiny amount.
I want to taste the other flavors in it. I don't want to just taste
Okay,
pepper.
I'm
All right,
But-
time.
Yeah.
But anywho, when they just make everything spicy, they just drown all of the other flavors that might or might not be there with spiciness.
And she touched on it. You guys, anyone who's watching A Little More Drunk knows, like I am, give me the spicy. There are some foods that don't need that shit.
I'll say
It's a
that.
crutch,
You can
just
always
like
ask.
the
You
aioli.
can always ask for things on the side or things without.
But I just mean, it's a crutch, the same as the aioli is a crutch. You're putting a fancy name on something to make people buy it. You're making something, even if it's only a little spicy, you're making it a little spicy, maybe because your food doesn't have the flavor it should.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, but when I need to cover up the dirt cheap beef, I add cayenne and a few other spices. Why? Because when I'm giving you dirt poor shit because I've lived when I could go, okay, I got $25. Can I cook dinner? Or do I put it aside so that I can use gas to get to work? You know, you season the shit out of things that you know are crap.
Hey,
So are you hiding something or are you actually flavoring something? You know, no, I'm not even going to type this one. Stop trying to be the smartest person in the room, you arrogant prick. Let's start by saying, combine their years in service industry, I've got it. Second, fuck you, Derek.
Aww. Hi, Derek. I love you.
Eat my ass. Twice. After Chipotle.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Hopefully it's like right after Chipotle, like so that
The
we
first
have
time is right after. The second time is right before.
Oh.
The thing is, with spicy food, well, I don't understand. I believe that it's masochism. I mean, which, masochism is good and all.
It's not
But
masochism, Katie. It's
it
a fucking
is.
taste. It's
One thing real
disgusting.
quick. Also, fuck you, because I've heard you say the exact same goddamn things. Talking about chefs that wanted to do their... Okay, how about... Let's go back to the chef that decided to use the company's money to train for Iron Chef, all right? We have seen the dumbest shit together, and you know it.
Penises?
No, we worked under a chef that would literally shut down the kitchen, not shut down, would pause the kitchen in certain aspects so that he could cook something to send to Iron Chef to try and get in, and failed miserably every fucking time. But all the food and everything that he used was company money, not his money, company money that we know was not allocated for that. And I know you have just as many bullshit complaints about kitchens as I do, dude. I don't want to hear that shit, arrogant, fucking smartest. Kiss my ass.
So, okay, I'll tell the story about the
Sorry,
Camino.
didn't mean to derail us for a second.
So the owners, two of the owners, come in a 6-top.
Which you should never do. More than 2 people, never go into a restaurant. It's a joke. Come on, I'm kidding, guys.
But
Big ones
had
to take a booth up on their own.
oh jeez.
All right, I'm done for a second. You go ahead.
So I think I already told you about this, but
Yep. I know the story. That's why I
yeah,
was trying to derail it.
it's definitely a thing. Everybody's food comes out except for one person's. And you know who that one person is?
Mine, because I was hungry.
The big owner.
Yeah, the owners. I know.
And that's like in 15, like it was 15 minutes of terribleness. Oh my goodness.
Well, you've already talked about it, so let's hear the whole fucking story. I mean, leave out all names and shit like that, but let's hear it, because I'm trying to find batteries.
Okay. So everybody's food comes out, and apparently the onion rings were not coming out right. And then the onion rings were cold on another person's
You
plate.
need batteries?
And we have batteries.
Keep going. You're gonna take.
But anywho, it was insane because on top of it, whenever he got his plate out, he ordered fish with onion rings and veggies. The fish was the smallest piece of fish that you could ever fucking imagine.
I saw the first one that came out.
And it's like, what? And granted, I gave them a heads up, obviously on the ticket. I said, under the seat number, This is for the owner.
This is the owner's food. Do not fuck it up.
And meanwhile, the chef is like yelling at the staff, and oh my goodness, it was quite the thing. And the owner goes up to the window. It's like, hey, did you guys forget about me? And I'm face palming the whole time, like, oh my god.
No. You're face palming, going, no, sir. I've told them 5 times.
Yes.
Nobody listens to me because I'm Schleppy the Clown. Thank you very much.
And then they bring him another piece of fish on a separate little plate. And he goes, I go up to check up on them and everything. And he goes, what's this? And I was like, I don't know. I'll go check and see.
Half an order of fish, sir. Hope you enjoy.
And chef goes, well, the first one seemed a little small. It's like, oh, you think? Oh, God.
Yeah, yeah.
It was,
Dun, 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 dun.
yeah. Service industry. Of all the times, of all the tables.
But that's chaos theory. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong. And when the
I think it was
chef,
perfect timing.
when the chef thinks that they're in the free and clear and that they've won a battle,
Yeah, that's what it
that
was.
is the only thing that I could have ever hoped would happen.
Yeah.
And again, Derek, I know you know how I feel. We've had our chef issues in the past together, side by side. Derek actually, one of the people that have been texting me, we worked side by side in the same busy ass, ridiculous fucking 60 cooks in a kitchen restaurant. He was like 8 people down for me. 5 people down for me. We have seen the shit hit the fans, but that night that you're talking about was just marvelous from the front of house standpoint.
But I'm saying
We all lost money. We lost a
wasn't-
lot of fucking money.
it wasn't just the chaos theory. The one thing that can go wrong will go wrong. Because the one thing that there wasn't one thing that could go wrong, and the owners coming in and them everything going to disaster in front of them. One of the things that could go wrong is happening right now. They literally in a week or 2 from now will only have 4 employees in the back of the house. That's the one thing I thought that was going to go wrong.
Oh, totally.
And
Yeah.
it's not.
That's been well established. I mean, did you watch the first one?
No, he didn't.
What?
Well, it's lost.
Go ahead, you tell him. It's not my place.
Oh, they could tell you want it.
Yeah. I want to brush my teeth with
Unprompted
that.
too. That's the best
I
part.
want to brush my teeth with that. Man, I don't even have words.
Not
man.
that bristly.
I'm a little too tipsy.
I keep a very nice trim.
I'm in that middle stage to where I'm very quiet. I'm like not drunk enough to be like very verbal, but you know me. Once I get to that point,
He grabs my ass every time
Actually-
he walks by me in the bar.
I'm gonna go pee, and then I'll be at that point.
Again, unprompted. I thought that was funny. You might need to be. Might need to be worried.
No, I already told you. You two are welcome to express your sexuality however you'd like. As long as he doesn't fall in love with you.
Yes, but with my wife involved, there's a whole big thing, and there's going to be a lot of he fucked, she fucked, and it's not worth it. I want to let him down easy, but I'm trying to find the right way to do it. I'm thinking a note in a little fucking foldy thing. What are those called?
Origami?
No, not just origami, but the specific.
Oh yeah, the open.
Yes.
Oh,
That's what I was
pull
doing.
this one open. Oh, open.
Ain't gonna
and then-
fucking happen, bro.
That's what's on every single one.
Every single one. Ain't gonna fucking happen, bro.
Not today. Oh.
Keep it in your dreams, dude. Oh, he's dying. He heard it. It's too late now. Can't break it easy. I see him. He's standing there. He's clutching his chest.
Yes. Oh man.
See, I told you. I wasn't lying.
What?
You were dying.
That was a very good pee.
So,
I'm sorry.
you had one thing on the ballot for today.
Yes. Beer tasting. We have.
The only thing that sucks is the beer that we're tasting today. I'm not gonna lie, I cracked one open earlier and had a sip because it's a beer that I've had before. And last time I had it, I loved it. Cracked one open today and took a sip, and I did not like it one bit. So
Either restored it to sun, or his palate might have changed a little.
what was the first one?
And
Out in the sun.
Oh,
keep in mind, he's just started working at a brewery.
oh,
That's no
yes.
Since
That's no fun. Let's leave it where it was. That could have been a hell of a lot funnier. Buzzkill.
That's my middle name. Probably.
I mean, we can change it. I've got lots of. Oh, please, dear God, tell me you are not only on the spicy part. That's like a 15-minute delay. Damn it, Hulk. If the delay's getting worse, that's a bad thing.
Didn't we upgrade our internet too? I got an email saying something about an upgrade.
Really?
0.93
Didn't you upgrade it?
kilobytes a second just for you.
Didn't you upgrade it?
I thought I did.
Show the can.
No, we don't want to do that yet. Because if we're going to say horrible things about it, we don't want to tell them what it is.
I just don't care. They should know not to buy shit beer.
They could still sponsor.
And they could still like it too. They might
They
like
could
it.
still sponsor.
These people I don't think they're gonna sponsor.
Oh my God, she's getting out the baby glass.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even stop her because you're not gonna stop her.
Can't we just get like a real glass
a
of beer?
real
or
glass,
something?
like just fucking Jesus Christ.
See what we got to do here, guys?
Oh, jeez.
Amateur hour.
I'm gonna fucking
Amateur
show
hour.
you what she wanted to give
And
us.
I'm being
these
left by
glasses.
myself again.
I'm right here. I'm still on
again,
camera.
again.
This is what she wanted to give us. The
Well, it's tasting.
Fucking
It's a
beer.
taste.
but still, we're
adults, so we can
actually
handle
drink
beer.
it. It's gonna need to be plugged in.
It's not that it's easy,
That's
it's
fine.
that it's funny.
Thank you.
If I don't respond, it's not humorous, you see?
Man, I wonder how much of a lag is it though?
Not that much, apparently. I'm hoping it's not that much, because he's still responding to me in relative time. Smells like they got fruit in this one, too. What is with everyone putting fruit in their fucking IPAs lately?
I
Okay.
like it if it's some fruits. Some
No,
things are okay.
How about we just stop trying to add fruit to everything? Because an IPA is going to overpower any fucking fruit flavor.
Well,
You,
it overpowers
it's
it,
got
but
a
it'll add to
hint of, fuck you, it still tastes like an IPA. The hoppy,
But it gives
you
it
get
some
hops,
nice
but you get
flavor,
other
though.
flavors
It
with
does.
it. You may not
Yeah.
taste, okay, this has blood orange. Okay, you may not taste blood orange, but you're gonna taste another flavor. And it may not taste like blood orange, but it's gonna be some other flavor with that super hot.
How many times do you have to tell people, no, the fruity beers are not fruity?
Well, if they like IPAs.
Yeah, they're dumb. They don't know if they like IPA.
Well,
They hear blood orange. They hear grapefruit. They hear fruit salad. What do they think?
well, you
Is
see,
it
the
sweet?
thing
It's
is-
not sweet.
Well, I tell people that order whenever people, because I'm not even a server, but when people try to give me drink orders and I take drink orders for people, I always tell them when they want an IPA, I say, hey, just so you know, this is a very hoppy drink. I always tell them.
I tell people that all the time as well.
Just so you know.
The problem is I have to tell people all the time. That's what I'm getting at is we know the general populace does not. So let's
No, this doesn't smell good.
drink it and drink it.
This doesn't smell good. Nope.
It actually didn't change very much.
Is this an IPA?
It tastes more like a fucking.
Doesn't
Like
taste
a
like an
lager.
IPA, that's
Doesn't.
for damn sure.
Doesn't taste hoppy. Tastes like a lager or something.
It's the same beer. The same beer that you're
I mean,
I know it's the same beer. I'm the one that got it. Like
It's
I,
not bad,
I don't like it.
It
but
is.
it is definitely not an IPA.
I mean, it's okay.
I'm expecting super hoppiness. Like
It is falling
no
very
hoppiness.
flat though.
It is.
I'm not talking bubbles, I'm talking flavor.
I know. Oh,
The flavor hits you, it's there, then it's gone.
so much fatty.
Not like an IPA. In an IPA, a lot of the flavors linger.
Yeah. It's very bland. It's very.
So
It's a
we'll
good
call it.
beginner's IPA, I believe.
Well, we'll call it an PA.
Yeah. PA.
It's not terrible.
You could. It's definitely something I would drink, but I
Yes.
can't. I'm expecting
I feel
IPA. I'm expecting hoppy. It's good if you're not expecting an IPA.
Yeah, if somebody goes,
I feel like
I would like a beer that's kind of like an IPA, but I don't like the bitter hoppy
Yeah.
flavor.
There you go.
I feel like it's a good introduction to IPA because it does have a little bit of that hoppy flavor. It has a bit
I'm
more of
gonna
a
get
hoppy
So little.
Like
Like it's
but it's not like if you're drinking a lager or you're drinking a pilsner or like you can definitely.
no, it's
tell.
not. It's definitely not.
I mean, I would almost say an English pale ale.
All right. So I'm showing the cans.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is the Hoplift from
hops.
3rd Street Brew House. Kind of not really too good in focus, but yeah. Comes in
Again,
4
I'd go
packs.
hop less because it really.
Hoplift IPA. It's a 6.2. It's a pint. The story Hoplift IPA. We love big bold hoppy
Yeah, we don't
IPA.
even plug them that much.
Fuck 'em.
Big bold. Like that's not big bold.
It's not. That's the thing. It says big bold hoppy IPAs.
And it is absolutely not. It is one of the lightest IPAs I've
Like
had in
if,
a while.
if you were
They mentioned that it's 40 feet up in the air into their fermenters. It's no easy task.
All right, I think we are on a massive delay right now. Because his last text was about ingredients, which makes me think he's still hearing about aiolis and how we fucking hate that. Dude, I'm sorry.
Ask him to make a point right now. Here. Flag this moment right now. Tell us when you see red flag. Sorry if that's not kosher, but I feel like that would help.
oh, it was a little bit different, but it's
Jacob,
Yo,
flip off the camera.
flip off the camera.
No.
Oh, flip off the camera.
Thank you. keep doing it.
It just-
I'm
I don't
sure
do
that-
that very often. It felt good. Well, I did do it the other day to a guy on a scooter. He was pissing me off.
Rival
She-
scooter gang.
No, we were in the car,
It's not part of the scooter crew.
and like, it was two like middle-aged guys, one older guy in the back. He was off to the side, and the other guy was right in the middle, and like off in the middle of the area, and like it's double line, and it's over on Halifax, so I'm not supposed to fucking go around and shit. Like, I'm getting pissed off, and like, so I'm
You
like,
don't want to rev it up to 35.
he's going like maybe 30 if
No,
that
he's going
even.
25, man.
Like, he was going so slow, and
25 and the speed limit
it's
was
40 down that road. And so I'm getting so frustrated. I'm just like, I'm trying not to tail them too. You know, I'm trying to be respectful because they could get into an accident. I don't want anything to happen. So I give them a little rev, like, vroom, you know, and they don't notice it. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like,
You don't
okay,
go,
get in there. So I just go, burp, and I just
Oh, we're in
push
the
on the
car.
horn. Yeah, we're in the car.
Okay.
So I just give a little boop, and they don't do anything. And I'm just like, dude, come on. So I give another rev, nothing. Give another boop, nothing. So I'm like, you know what? I just fucking sit there. I'm just driving on the road,
and
hauling
some
down the
people are
horn.
assholes. I
And
mean, that's how it goes.
I'm sorry, man. You need to get the fuck over because I got to get to work. Like, we got to get to work. We had just dropped off Lily. We had to fucking get there. Like, so I lay on the horn. Finally, he goes over. And, like, I go around. And I'm like, fucking, hey, thank you, man. God damn. Like, and I go around him. And he's just sitting there going like that. And I look in the rearview mirror. And he's going like that. And I'm just like, well, it's common sense, dude. If you're in a slow vehicle,
if you cannot do the speed,
be off to the side.
yes.
So people can go around you. And even if you want to
But you-
drive in the middle so it's safe, when you see cars behind you, 'cause
Get
you should
out
be
the
paying attention.
fucking way.
Go off to the side for a minute, then get back in the middle. Just fucking get out of their way. And when I gave those notices, hey man, I'm trying to go around,
How
she
many
got
do you
out of the
need?
way. Like, and that just, I was getting so fucking pissed off. And I know that has nothing to do with the restaurant industry. Well, kind of. We were on the way to work.
But that's part of life.
Yeah, that's part of life, man. That's just, in all honesty, that's on us. We should have left like 5 minutes early, 10 minutes early, just to try to make sure.
But
We
you
were
can't
leaving-
leave 5 minutes early knowing that one of the scooter buddies is not going to be
But still,
respectful of the
Well,
road.
We were-
we were leaving 20. We were leaving actually 30 minutes. So we were supposed to be 30 minutes
no,
early.
that day we were not leaving that much early. We were leaving
No,
maybe
you
5-10
wanted to go in early to talk to the manager,
Yeah.
but we
okay,
ended up just
okay.
being our regular 15 minutes early.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, 10 minutes.
and left on the board, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if we've cleared the board of all things to talk about today, what do you think we should do?
Well, why don't you bring up a random story? What's one of your
Not
favorite stories?
the direction you should have gone.
I say gay porn between Rainbow and I while Katie watches.
I'm sorry, I can't do it if there's not at least some female activity.
We have multiple
She
TVs.
can cup the balls,
If
it's
we put in,
fine,
like,
and I'll be
5
good,
TVs.
but that she's at least got to cup the balls.
We have a virtual reality thing too. Like, we'll do that, and then headphones. We'll bust out like the fucking fleshlight.
Again, if she's not cupping the balls, it's just not enough for me. I'm
Man,
sorry.
come on, you can do it. What?
Good luck.
Good luck.
But with nothing else on the docket, I think we should.
Wrap it up.
Someone learns. I like it.
I was trying to get her to say it though. Like, you're kind of,
Okay, fine. Well, let's let her wrap it up then.
I can wrap it up.
No. Let's let her wrap this show up.
She hasn't really listened to podcasts, so she doesn't.
Even
really,
better.
I'm really listening. Okay.
I've told her multiple
All
times
right.
what I say.
Thanks for listening, guys. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper, all that good stuff. And I hope to see you guys again next time.
And if you like what you heard, tell your friends. If you hate it, tell your enemies. The same damn thing to us.